Good morning, everyone. You're looking at a chart of the S&P 500, a monthly chart. This is the .com and not as extreme in the S&P as it was for the Nasdaq, but this is the .com era and then the crash. This was the housing boom and then the financial calamity of all time. This is today. This is the VIX fear gauge and this is the McClellan oscillator. In the 2007-2008 timeframe, we were posting videos along with many others and posing the questions about whether or not the markets were being rigged or manipulated, namely by the major center banks and by the Federal Reserve. We had folks, grandfatherly folks like Art Cashin of Old Wall Street, saying that anybody that believed such was full of crap. It's a load of crap. Anybody who believes these markets are being manipulated by the Federal Reserve belongs in the black helicopter, tinfoil hat crowd. It's just because they can't trade the markets. It's a load of crap. Well, Art's still around, and I would suggest to you, while we're up here, anyone who doesn't think the money center banks, the Federal Reserve, the high frequency trading, and the rest is not manipulating the markets is full of crap. But my question today is not that. Time has proven that out. And God love Art Cashin. My question today, January 20th, 2018, is whether or not the markets have been weaponized. Weaponized by the politicians for political gain. And you'd say, what do you mean, Don? I'm Bag of Don at Stock Market Caddy. What I mean is, let's think back to the election night. When Trump was leading, we had the Dow fall some 1,000 S&P points. Today it would be close to 3,000. By the time he had made his acceptance, those points had come all the way back. All the way back. And by the time you read about it in the morning and had a cup of coffee and a morning paper, the markets were off and running. Did somebody send a message that night, that fooled, even the media and scared a lot of people? Did somebody send a signal, not just when they sold down, but when they came back? Did folks like Gary Cohn, Steve Mnuchin, who have since been been appointed high positions in the Trump White House, did they prove their mettle that they were able to bring the markets back? Is that what has enabled Trump to say and take credit for the past year when the market was at all-time highs back here, that the market's going higher and higher and higher and higher? Even in the face of a government shutdown yesterday, the markets went higher. There's one thing about Trump, whatever side of the political aisle you're on, he's not a fool. He's not prone to say something that he can be shown, an approvable fact that he's lied. He has said some provocative things, and he talks about taking credit for the Dow. And conventional folks, conventional traders, investors, even, the Wall Street on either side, sometimes cringe and say, Donald, markets go up, markets go down. You take credit for this, and when it goes down, you're going to get blamed. Well, maybe Donald knows something we don't. Maybe he knows that he's got the control. Maybe he was telling Schumer that Friday afternoon before the government shutdown. You see, Chucky, I control the Dow. I control the markets, not you. You go ahead and shut it down over the weekend. And I'm going to take those markets down on Monday. And I'm going to scare the bejesus out of the people. And they in turn are going to scare the bejesus out of you. Then we're going to get a deal done. And then I'm going to bring the markets back. And I'm going to be all the stronger for it. What do you think? What does Donald know that we don't? And my question is today, January 20th, 2018, have the markets gone from manipulation, control, to weaponization, used by the political people of the day against their opponents to scare the bejesus out of the people one way or the other to achieve their ends? You tell me. I'm Bagadon at StockMarketCounty.com. By the way, for posterity, our algorithms told us 4 days ago to get risk off. Good luck, everybody.